including here in New England. It's all part of the No Kings movement. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Sheena Losciuto. This is the third edition of the rallies since President Donald Trump's return to office. And this time around, organizers say it could be one of the largest demonstrations in U.S. history. Ethan Logue is in Providence for us tonight, live at the State House, where we saw one of those rallies.
Sheena, people from across Rhode Island gathered outside the State House here in Providence on Saturday before taking to the streets, protesting President Trump and calling for change. With signs in hand and chanting as they walked, many from around the Ocean State marched through downtown Providence on Saturday. Those who showed up taking part in the national No Kings movement that saw similar demonstrations take place in cities around the country. Speakers at Saturday's protest included Rhode Island Secretary of State Greg Amore and House Representative Michelle McGaugh. Others who spoke on Saturday called out President Trump and his administration on topics like the war in Iran, the affordability crisis, and ICE operations across the country. Speakers added that the president should be focusing his attention on things like healthcare, education, and equality for all. Now, we have also reached out to the Rhode Island Republican Party for a statement on today's protests and are currently waiting a response from them. And people of all ages were in attendance in Providence Saturday, something rally organizers were glad to see.
It was important to show how much unity there is, because the more you attack different populations, the more people you create who are angry and ready to organize to fight back against you. And we are trying to bring all those people together into a united movement that can put a stop to what Trump is doing to our country.
And those I spoke with on Saturday say they will continue to hold protests similar to this one in the future. They say the next rally they have planned is for May Day, which is on May 1st. Reporting live in Providence, Ethan Logue, 12 News.
All right, first and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who I learned from. Shalom to the hopeful elect, preaching his word in true sincerity. To you ribs, to you sisters out there learning silence and staying in order. I say to you all, Shalom. Yeah, man, so this No Kings protest is a direct organization, if you will, targeting the government and its policies, and the way Trump has been targeting not only certain races, countries. I mean, even the presidents of other countries are tired of this guy. They say that Bush was probably like the dumbest, like the lowest IQ president that there was. I don't know, man. Trump got to be right there with him. But yeah, man, the people are organizing, and it's not gonna look good, man. Because you know what, the government's not gonna let off that gas. They have a goal that they want to accomplish with or without the people. This is why they have, them jabs on deck, because this is basically a kill switch, because they know the people are going to, revert and fight back, man. But the scriptures say that the people are going to win when it comes to that, when it comes to these protests and, going against and organizing against this this government, man. The scriptures talk about that. Right, but I want to get this clip real quick to kind of show you what the elites are planning, in a sense, where they had played war games with this whole uprising of the people.
Project Looking Glass was a government operation to serve the elite class, to look into the future for the purposes of orchestrating the current state of being to shape whatever future they wanted. They could control the variables once they viewed the future to ensure that certain outcomes played out. But what they saw horrified them. They did not like what they saw in the future. And no matter how they tried to manipulate it, there was no future outcome that served them. What they saw was all possible timelines led to a convergence. Meaning that no matter what timeline they rode, no matter what option, there was only one outcome. And that outcome is light wins, and the ruling elite class is exposed and destroyed. That's what they saw that terrified them. And they tried and tried to punch as many holes through time and space as they could. That is what is going on with CERN. Trying to orchestrate or work out some other outcome. But there is no other outcome. There is no other outcome, is the problem. But what we are living through now, this chaos that we're living through now, is their final attempt to maintain control. These are their death rattles, because it is all falling apart, and there is nothing they can do about it. And they already knew, they already saw this was coming. So it's sort of a no-holds-bar fight now. They have nothing to lose, and they have to try everything they can think of, but there is no workaround to this situation because light wins. So I mentioned that to bring your awareness to, we are in the middle of a psyop right now. This is a psychological operative that we're living through right now. This is part of their strategy. This psychological operative is designed to make us feel helpless, hopeless, powerless, defeated. That's how they want us to feel. That's what they want us to.
Right, so pretty much they're trying to dumb you down. You know how they put like chickens in a coop and they lock them in and, you know, they don't move nowhere. That's what they're trying to do. That's the only way, man, because the more people organize and get together, the harder it is for them to control them, right? This is why I believe, personally speaking as a man, the jab was created as a kill switch to say, hey, look, boom, eventually, like, hey, we could do this to you. You know, we could do that to you. Like, it's like you either take this chip and be part of the system, or you're gonna get a kill switch, or even more. You know, they already got plans in line, man. But you can't. If the numbers don't go down in population, the harder it is to control the people. So that's what I see happening in the near future. But the scriptures talk about, you know, that the people will win this war in a sense, right? There's a lot more prophecies than that, you know, that come about that, man. There's a lot of famine and things of that nature, but as far as like the people protesting and overthrowing a government, man, that's in the scriptures, man. This is 2 Ezra 15:15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, right? We see that right now. This is rumors of wars and rumors of wars all over the place, but also within the people as well. We got the left fighting the right, straight chaos. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power, right? Meaning their plans will be in their favor, right? Because they're already talking about confining the people and to 15-minute cities, you know, martial law, the militarization of the police. These are all to control the crowds, man. They already have this in works and play, man, for over 10 years. They know it's coming, right? Verse 17, and man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to, right? If they accomplish these 15-minute cities, you know, for you to get to one city to another, they're going to make it really impossible, to where you're going to need passports, permits, and things of that nature, permission slips, whatever, to get from one city to another. You got to put in a request and all that. right? It's going to be total chaos when the people revolt. Verse 19, and a man shall have no pity on his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread for great tribulation, right? Because Esau's going to pull the plug on everything. Like, okay, you guys don't want to get in order, I'm going to starve y'all. But the people will continue to fight, man. And it's just overwhelming, the system. I mean, look at what's going on with just throwing bombs and missiles in another country, dude. Trump has bankrupt this country in 14 days just from dropping bombs. How much more of the people got together and really cracked that system, man? But that's what's coming. Well, the scriptures say, when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. And the people are mourning to a point where they're ready to take action and take over, right? The sea of people. It's a lot, man. Reminds me of that movie, Ants. Movie Ants is it's a movie, I believe it's in Disney, not sure, where the ants have to fight the grasshoppers, but the grasshoppers were stronger. And they said, one ant is nothing, man, but when you get a sea of ants, it's overwhelming. But yeah, man, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakah HaKudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the GMS who I learned from. Shalom to the whole for elect. Preaching this word in truth, sincerity. To you ribs, to you sisters out there learning in silence and staying in order. I say to you all, Shalom.